Welcome to Fine Living, presented by Jim Reif Builders on 1240 Radio WOMT.
And welcome back to Fine Living here on 1240 Radio WOMT. Once again in the studio, Mr. Jim Reif from Jim Reif Builders. Good morning, Jim.
Morning, Terry.
How are you doing?
I'm excited. We're halfway through October.
Yes!
Winter's coming our way, right?
Hey! Which
Lordy.
means then spring is on its way.
There we go.
We always look towards the positive,
Correct.
right? Jim, today we are talking about the design build experience with Jim Reif Builders, and it really is second to none, here on the Lakeshore. I mean, what you guys offer, great experience for consumers.
Thanks, Terry. Some years back, it goes back quite a few years, we felt the need to start designing, whether it would be new homes or additions and renovation projects. So we purchased all the neat software. I'm very fortunate to have just an awesome designer on staff, Tom Arndt. Mm-hmm. And a lot of people don't realize that Tom has designed pretty much everything we've built and remodeled. So
and not every builder is a designer. That's
correct. We offer that service. It's a niche we have that really helps the consumer out, because we get to take the time with them, get all their questions, get their input, and then come back with something with them, and then hopefully, that's what they want. If not, we're going to change it to make it what they want. Mm-hmm. But try to give them something unique and neat for them, not just cookie cutter. So
absolutely.
We work real hard that way. So going back to Tom, he's got a Bachelor of Science degree from UW-Milwaukee in architecture. So he's done all that studying, and we got the neat software for him, and he's just able to go at and designing and doing some neat things for consumers. And we just got done doing a really neat project, and we're building it right now for some folks, and it's a swimming pool building for indoor swimming pool. So it's really neat, and it's really awesome, and it just was one of those fun things you had to work on.
Very cool.
Yeah, so different avenues. It's not just the same old stuff. It's different avenues, and we're very blessed to be able to do some of these projects and such.
Okay.
But so that's kind of a neat thing. And does just a really neat job with some renovations or additions, because there is really challenging. You don't have a clean slate to work with. You're working with an existing structure, and how to rework that, and how to make everything really neat. And we've got a number of additions this fall we're working on that are really helping out people in lots of ways.
Okay.
So we're very blessed.
What is the process when working with Jim Reif Builders on projects like this?
Well, Terry, thanks for asking. That's a great question. First of all, I think people need to come to us and say, we'd like to be in this kind of budget range, whether it's, addition, and we want to be in the 60 to 70,000 range, or we want to be in the 80 to 90 or whatever, and tell us that number, because that's going to help us focus in and get you to where you'd like to be. So coming with a budget, coming with kind of a tool list of things you really need to have, and maybe another column with some wishes. That if we got a little room in the budget, we'd like to do this, or we'd like to, personalize it, and that involves doing this. So we try to do those things, get that information, and then Tom and myself will sit with you, and we're going to collect and gather up the. We're going to spend a lot of time listening. We're going to ask some questions, but we're going to let you, speak and tell us what you want. It's important we try to get your vision. So please feel free to tell us that. Mm-hmm. And we sure hope after you leave our meeting that you feel like we've listened to you, that we didn't do all the talking, that we've absorbed and you were able to give us your input. Mm-hmm. And then we let Tom do his thing, sit down and start designing, comes back with the design, and then we meet with you again, and then keep tweaking as we need to.
And I was going to say, you guys will do as many updates or tweaks as needed for projects to make sure that the consumer is getting exactly what they want. At the end of the day, your home is most oftentimes your biggest purchase, your biggest investment. So let's make sure that it's exactly what you want.
We will, Terry, but I'll be honest with you, in a lot of cases, we're down to one or two revisions, because with us listening and taking all those ideas, and Tom, getting into his design mode, he really is able to pin down very, very close.
Okay.
And the consumers and customers are really happy with what they're seeing.
That's great information. Jim, if people are looking for a project, whether now or something for next year, I mean, now is the time to start planning that.
That's right.
How do they get a hold of Jim Reif Builders?
Feel free to look us up on the web. You can see a lot of our stuff. You get a picture of Tom and what he can do. But look us up on the web at jimreifbuilders.com. You can contact us through there. Please give us a call at our office, 684-6899. Tom and I would love to take your call. And you can also check us out on Facebook. We've got a really neat presence there.
Absolutely. Jim, we'll talk to you next week. And again, thank you for your time.
Thanks, Jerry.
Thanks for listening to Fine Living, presented by Jim Reif Builders, the leader in new construction and remodeling here on the Lakeshore. Let their vision enrich your lifestyle. Tune in again next week for another episode of Fine Living on 1240 Radio, WOMT. To learn more, visit jimreifbuilders.com.